I'm going to show you how to set a custom domain in your Blogger website. By default, Blogger gives us a blogspot subdomain for our blog. So, for example, this is the blog we created, and if we click on view blog, then we see that this is the domain name we have. But if we need now, we don't want to use this one, but we want to use our own domain name. So for this tutorial, I already have a domain name running. It is hosted on namecheap.com, and that is what we are going to use for demonstration purposes. So log into your Blogger dashboard and then click on settings. Scroll down here till you find custom domain. It should be up here, custom domain. Click on it. Then here I will type your custom domain. My domain name is davimba.com, but we cannot use Blogger on a top level domain like this. We must be on a subdomain. So for that, we'll create a subdomain which will be www.davimba.com. You can use any other kind of subdomain. Maybe let's say you want to host it at blog.davimba.com, or any other subdomain will work. But you have to know that if you don't use a top level domain and you use a subdomain like blog, that means you must also have a website which is davimba.com that is running, because AdSense only accepts the domain. But if you only have a domain that you want to use only for this blog, then www will be the perfect subdomain to use here, because www can connect directly to the root of the domain and will be able to put it on AdSense. Click save, and you will have some more steps to perform. So you have to verify the authority that you actually own this domain. So the first thing is to go to your domain name provider and create these CNAME, and there are only CNAME records. So I have to create a record that is www and the destination is ghs.google.com. So I will copy this and go to my DNS management. I use Cloudflare to manage my DNS. The domain name, I bought it from namecheap.com, and then I linked it to Cloudflare. So click on that domain name. Then on the sidebar, go to DNS. You can still do this directly on Namecheap, but it is hard to just configure it from there. It is easier to use Cloudflare, and Cloudflare, there's a free plan and it has some more advantages to it. So click on the type here and make it a CNAME, then the name, which will be www, and then the target, which will be ghs.google.com. Make sure the proxy status is turned off, and then click on save. That is saved. Now we need one more record. There's also saying name, this one, copy it, add record, make it a CNAME, then the name is that, and they're saying destination DV, copy this, put it at the target, turn off the proxy status and save. And one more thing that I recommend is to direct your root domain to www. So for example, when someone puts davimba.com in the address bar, I want it to automatically fill there the www for them. So what I do, I go to add record, CNAME, the name for root is at, just type at. That means davimba.com will be an alias of the target that I will put here. So here I will put www.davimba.com. So when someone puts in www.davimba.com, that will work, and if someone just types davimba.com, it will work also. Then I click save, I turn off the proxy status in order to be able to get the SSL certificate from Blogger, because if you turn on this, then you'll have to use the SSL certificate provided by Cloudflare and not Blogger. But if you turn this off, you will be able to use the one that is provided by Blogger. So now let's go back to our Blogger dashboard and click save. So once that is saved, now we can refresh this page. Don't just click here before you refresh the page. First refresh the page, then you can click on view blog, and our blog is now available at the address. Now it's called davimba.com. So that is it. Okay, now what we can do is to turn on HTTPS. So just turn this on, and you have to wait for some time, maybe up to 20 minutes for your website to get an SSL certificate. So that's how you add a custom domain to Blogger.